Hello, good evening. Welcome to Gut Feel. I am not sure why people are so agitated by the ongoing national debate about social media platforms and the central government. Most people seem to be offended and outraged at the very thought of these foreign tech giants challenging the Indian government, that too on our home turf. The common refrain seems to be, how dare they? I keep receiving videos and messages about how harshly some less democratic governments, like, say, China and others, have treated the same companies in similar situations. I believe they were told in no uncertain terms what was expected of them and that they had better deliver and on time, or else. A great fuss is being made as to how, on the other hand, these companies are taking advantage of the more democratic and liberal laws of this country. People forget that the countries that they are talking about, like China, do not recognize fundamental rights of their citizens, including the freedom of speech and expression. They do not allow their citizens to question or criticize the government, do not allow opposition parties any freedom to protest or even express their opposition in any way. Rival leaders are routinely harassed and jailed for no reason at all. They dislike the concept of privacy and want total control of user-related data so that citizen activity can be constantly monitored, controlled, and curtailed. Which is why almost all Western apps like WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube are banned in China. Similar apps that are homegrown and available in China are completely under the control and scrutiny of the Chinese Communist Party. Users probably even have to be careful not to criticize the weather in their area, lest some city official takes offense and comes knocking on the door. Is this the kind of country we admire and seek to be? Do we really want to be like them? Personally, I think this is one of the most important and interesting debates in the history of our country. And we should be very happy to be seeing it play out on the national stage in our lifetimes. In fact, we should be proud that our country is so strong in its ideals of democracy that it is allowing even these foreign companies to enjoy their right to question the government. We should be happy that a company like WhatsApp has taken the government to court, and we should be proud that because it implies that in India, even foreign companies feel empowered and have faith in the democratic laws and the justice system of this land. In the other countries cited above, these companies just give in or give up because they know there is no point in going to the court. Here in India, they should take advantage of all the laws of this country. I would want them to. I would want them to explore every aspect of these laws. We need to know how good these laws are and what is better than a test of its application to these social media giants right in the practical world. This kind of national and legal debate will help us examine our democratic principles and values, question them and make them more robust and fairer. This debate will also throw up lacunae and holes in our laws and help us plug them with rational and thoughtful solutions. We are already realizing that even before the current IT laws relating to these technical giants were passed, we should have formalized and passed a data protection and privacy law. Actually, if that had been done, maybe the ongoing disputes with these platforms would not have been necessary or so critical. Experts are even arguing that if we had such a law in place, even WhatsApp's new data policy that was foisted down our throats recently would have been stymied. See, there is something great about India. Through all the constant political confusion, chaos, and fighting that goes on in the country all the time, we have proudly remained a democracy and have risen to quash any attempt to suppress freedom and liberty like we did during the emergency. We should be proud that our sense of justice is so strong that we will allow even the worst terrorist like Ajmal Kasab due recourse to the law and protect his rights to the utmost. That it took us 12 years to do so is a problem with our legal machinery, not with our democratic values. This country allows all kinds of opposition to exist and voice their opinion freely to a certain extent, even when it is irrational, prejudiced, or partial. That is the very essence of democracy. Look around you, look at all the allegations and counterclaims of fascism and autocracy and undeclared emergency that are swirling around you all the time. This is not something new. The current ruling party made the same allegations against the current opposition party when they were in power. With all this going on in our country, don't you think it is amazing for us to even allow a foreign company to go to court against our own government? I think it is like a lighthouse of hope, a beacon in what otherwise always looks like a dark night. That is why India is one of the great democracies in the world and hopefully will remain so. Remember also that if I were living in a country like China, I would not be permitted to even think the kind of thoughts I have penned here, leave alone publicize them. This debate is revealing the bedrock of democratic values and principles that this country has been built on. We should be proud of these values. I am convinced that if we have the right attitude, we can make proper use of the current debate to make the entire regime of our IT rules and regulations as comprehensive and foolproof as possible. The eyes of the world are on India, observing how we are handling the global issues of privacy and control that these companies are seeking to usurp. But they are also watching India's great democratic institutions and justice systems being challenged and wondering whether we will be able to withstand the pressure. This is a great test, but it is also a great opportunity. Instead of feeling affronted and insulted, we should hold our heads high with pride. We should rise to the occasion and display our unshakable faith in our values and our resolve to stick to these principles even when tested under great pressure. That is what great democracies do, and I am sure we will too. Thank you and good night.